Well, Jazzi and I have come to Rainbow Springs State Park. This weekend is free admission for all of the state parks in Florida. Today happens to be President's Day. And Jazzi's already found so many squirrels that got her so excited. This is the moment. Stop! That pesky squirrel got me.
Squirrel around every tree. I know. He's probably up there. She was chasing a squirrel. It's up there. Face to face with that squirrel, weren't you? Okay, let's do this again. Well, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by all these squirrels here, Jazzi and I are at Rainbow Springs State Park. This is President's Day, and because of the holiday weekend, it is free admission to all of the state parks in Florida. If the videos show up where Jazzi is dragging me to chase a squirrel, I will add them. Otherwise, just know that I don't think this place is going to be safe for me because I am getting dragged all over. You get back over here. Pretty little waterfall as you happen to get up here to the, what I believe is the visitor center. I see a lot of kayaks getting put in the water or being brought up to be put in the water. But I'm enjoying this little waterfall, and now I am going to continue on. Let's hope I can stay upright. Well, I survived the trip to the gift shop, bought a couple little items, and Jazzi is dragging me over here to sniff another spot, which I'm glad she did because I see all these beautiful little flowers blooming. And I'm just heading down this little walkway, I guess to the headwaters. I'm not really sure. Maybe this is the headwaters where the swimming area is and the kayak launch. More beautiful flowers. There are no manatees in this particular spring because it is dammed up and they can't get here. But it's a pretty little spot. I was talking to one of the rangers here, and he was explaining to me that this entire loop for the walk is only about 3/4 of a mile long, and a lot of beautiful things to see, such as this waterfall here. It is called Seminole Falls. These waterfalls are remnants of Rainbow Springs attraction era They were built 1937, utilizing soil dredged from a nearby phosphate pit. Jazzi's pulling. Oh, I see why. There's a little puppy there. I see. She's friendly.
Okay, he is too. He just gets so hyper if he can't stay in. So
Well, before we go that way, Jazzi, we're going to go down this way. See what's at the end of this boardwalk. Yep, there comes Lovey again. Okay, kissies goodbye.
hi guys.
Hi. Yeah, she loves the attention. Take a slow walk back up to the corner here to see all this beautiful lush vegetation in here. All the palms and palmettos or whatever they all are. I don't know each of the different species, but I do know they're green and I like green. Come on.
When I first walked up to this spot, I thought those white spots were fish beds because I could see fish hovering over them. But as I got a closer look, I realized that those little spots were bubbling. So I looked it up to see what that was all about. According to ChatGPT, Rainbow Springs is a first magnitude spring, meaning huge volumes of underground water are constantly flowing up from underground aquifers. Water is pushing up through the sandy bottom. The upward flow lifts and suspends the sand, and it creates those pale circular boils that look like bubbling. It really looks like gas at first glance, but it's just moving sand and flowing water. The sand grains are being fluidized, basically floating slightly in the upwelling water. This creates that shimmering, boiling effect. The lighter color is because the sand is clean and freshly stirred. The fish hanging right over the spots is quite classic. Fish often sit in those upwellings because they bring oxygen-rich water and tiny food particles. So they're like a little natural feeding station. I will have to find out why it looks like the sand is bubbling up there. If this has to do with part of the phosphates. Oops, sorry, Jazzi. And my previous narrative just answered that question. I find this very interesting, obviously. Well, I'm following the red brick road back around, and eventually I will come out to where I can get up on that platform over there and look out at the other waterfalls that I just came by. Oh, how pretty they are. Good, how are you? The black and white, so beautiful. I wish they would have passed out some information so that I would know what this is, other than a historical structure. Let's see if this is where I go. Yeah, this is rather interesting. Well, I'm at the top of one of the waterfalls, and I think I remember the ranger telling me that this is where the water originates for the waterfalls. It seems to be going in all those directions anyhow. Yep, and that's where it falls over. So look at all the bamboo in here. This is pretty cool. I know we think it's cool, but I guess it grows like crazy and takes over everything. But it's still pretty cool. Okay, here we are at the top of, I believe, Seminole Falls. The only one that's really marked with a name. Jazzi apparently sees another dog behind us. Because she's not going to budge until she can say hello to that dog. Yeah, that one up there, and it's going a different direction, so I guess you'll have to be disappointed, Jazzi. And at this point, it's where the big drop comes, which of course you can't see from the top, but I got it from the bottom, and it's a gorgeous waterfall. Well, I'm glad we came here. This was worth coming to see. Oh, I recognize this stuff. I have some of this stuff at home and I love it. This is called myrtle. And it's a beautiful ground cover, and I want to get it established out front in front of my pine trees so that I don't have to mow it out there anymore. Here I am thinking about mowing, and it's covered in snow back home. Yepper. Makes me glad I'm here. Hello. So now we're back to the beginning, and I decide what I do from this point. I guess I let Jazzi look for more squirrels is what I do. I'll be prepared maybe this time. So if you're ever in the Ocala, Dunnellon area, this would be a great place to stay or stop and see. Definitely worth it. We are driving out of the Rainbow Springs State Park. It was really a nice day. Jazzi had a good time, and I had a good time. Very beautiful park. If you're into a lot of swimming, kayaking, canoeing, this would be the place to come. If you're just looking for a relaxing hiking trail and a look at a few waterfalls, this covers it as well. Thank you for watching to the end. If you made it this far, please know that I appreciate you very much. I hope you enjoyed this trip through the Rainbow Springs State Park, a very unique, beautiful setting. It is near Dunnellon, Florida. If you like this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I would appreciate it so very much. And again, thank you so much for watching.